Every morning by the mirror, he would straighten up his tie, push his glasses into place, and hide the sadness in his eyes. Then he'd leave his quiet bedroom with his school books held so tight, walking down the empty sidewalk like a shadow in the light. In the classroom he sat silent while the others formed their crowd, trading jokes across the tables, laughing freely, laughing loud. Some would glance in his direction, then turn back with little smiles. So he kept his eyes upon his books and counted every mile. He sat alone every day while the whole world passed his way. No one asked him what he dreamed of, no one cared what he might say. Then a girl with gentle eyes saw the heart he tried to hide. She pulled a chair beside the lonely boy and changed his lonely life. Underneath the schoolyard oak tree, he would spend the afternoon, watching friends and happy couples while the bell rang far too soon. At the diner by the window, with a milkshake and a book, he kept waiting for somebody just to give a second look. By the ocean he walked slowly, with the waves beside his feet. Then he worked among the bookshelves where the silence felt complete. Other workers laughed together in a circle near the door, while he stacked the dusty novels and felt lonely even more. Late at night inside his bedroom, he would sit beneath the light, wondering why making a friend had always felt like such a fight. Through the streets he walked unnoticed, past the windows glowing bright, rode his bicycle through town alone and disappeared into the night. At the fair beneath the Ferris wheel, he stood within the crowd, surrounded by 1,000 voices, yet the silence felt so loud. Every couple held each other, every family laughed with joy, but nobody saw the lonely heart inside that quiet boy. He sat alone every day while the whole world passed his way. No one asked him what he dreamed of, no one cared what he might say. Then a girl with gentle eyes saw the heart he tried to hide. She pulled a chair beside the lonely boy and changed his lonely life. Then one noon inside the lunchroom, as he sat there all alone, she was watching from a distance and saw kindness no one known. She noticed how he thanked the workers, how he smiled when no one saw. And behind those nervous glasses, she found something worth much more. Later in the town square garden, he was sitting on a bench when she slowly walked toward him and his nervous hands went tense. She said, "May I sit beside you?" He could hardly find a word, but she smiled and stayed beside him, and his quiet heart was heard. The next morning in the classroom, she chose the empty chair nearby, and he stared down at his notebook, too embarrassed to meet her eyes. In the hallway she kept talking, in the courtyard they would meet. Soon they walked back home together, down that peaceful little street. She would visit at the library where he worked among the shelves, and the two would talk for hours like they'd always known themselves. At the diner, 2 pink milkshakes stood together side by side, and the boy who once seemed frightened finally laughed without a place to hide. She never tried to change him, never mocked the way he spoke. She listened to his stories, smiled gently at his jokes. She saw beyond the glasses, past the shyness and the fear, and every lonely road he traveled had somehow brought her near. When the student dance was coming, she asked him if he'd go. He stood frozen at the doorway, still afraid that she'd say no. But she took his hand so softly as the record started slow. And beneath the colored lanterns, he felt something start to grow. They danced closely through the evening while the others faded away. Then they walked beneath the streetlights at the ending of the day. On her porch they sat together, watching stars above the trees. And the boy who once had no one found the love he used to dream. He sat alone every day till her kindness came his way. She saw everything inside him that the others pushed away. From one chair placed beside him came a love that never died. She joined the boy who sat alone and stayed there by his side. Years went by upon that same porch. Now their hair had turned to gray. They held hands and watched the sunset at the closing of the day. Inside their home they turned the pages of the life they'd shared so long. And he smiled at the girl who joined him when he thought he didn't belong. One small act of gentle kindness, one warm smile, one empty chair, built a lifetime full of memories from a boy who sat nowhere.